Hey everyone, Dr. Hanisha here, and today on the podcast, I really just wanted to talk about what it looks like to see me, because so many people are always messaging me, asking me what it looks like to see me, and we could definitely set up a complimentary phone consult to go over it, but I figured I might as well make a video where everyone can hear what it is like to see me or a naturopathic or functional medicine doctor. I feel like we're very similar in a lot of ways. My take might be a little bit more unique than others, but in general, we tend to all have similar ways of trying to find the root cause and working on your lifestyle to help you manage or reverse your symptoms completely. And so yeah, let's talk about it. So what does it look like to see me? So before we even get started, like I said, we have our complimentary phone call, and that 15-minute phone call is where we go into a lot of detail already, because it's 15 minutes, but we can get a pretty good understanding of what's going on within just those 15 minutes. And so I get to know what symptoms you're dealing with, whether they're gut health symptoms or hormone health or mental health things going on or whatever it is. I get to know that a little bit better. And so then we can kind of direct what the way I approach your care to individualize that plan for you. And then after that, I have you fill out a number of questionnaires. So these questionnaires, some of them are very similar to your conventional doctors, where I ask you about your past medical history and family medical history and allergies, medications, etc. But where I'm different is I ask you about your complete health journey in these questionnaires themselves. So that's starting from birth until now. So what's been happening literally from birth? So were you a vaginal delivery baby or C-section? Were you breastfed or formula fed? What are your current diet and exercise habits like? What potential environmental toxins have you been exposed to? What are your stressors, stress relievers? All of these things that can impact your health that most conventional doctors just don't get the time to get into. I get into all of that within the questionnaires themselves. And then from there, we have our initial appointment, and that initial appointment is about an hour long. This is where we go into even more detail from those questionnaires, and those questionnaires also include all of your symptoms. So I'm not just asking about your gut health symptoms, I'm also asking about your hormonal health symptoms or your cardiovascular systems, your respiratory systems, all of your symptoms that you're experiencing. All of these will be included, because we can't just separate one system at a time, right? So I can't only ask about your digestion. I need to ask about everything else that's going on, because that can affect your digestion or vice versa. And so that's all in the questionnaires. And then whenever we get to actually meet in person, we go into so much more detail on what you report on those questionnaires. So we'll get into the pertinent positives of what's reported, and then together we'll formulate a wellness plan. And I say we do this together because so much of naturopathic medicine is really to meet the patient where they're at. So where are you right now, and what changes can you make in your lifestyle, and how do we go from there? So a lot of people, I think, tend to be afraid to come see a naturopathic doctor like myself because they think we're going to ask you to make all these intense lifestyle changes, and that's just not necessarily true. The goal for us is to meet you where you are. So if you're having like 3 cans of soda a day, then maybe we can cut it down to 2. That's kind of the way that we work with you. It's slower and gentle, and so I'm not going to make any drastic lifestyle changes during that first visit. So, and that's why I say we're making the wellness plan together, because we're going to figure out what's going to work best for you and in your life, and what's going on with your current situation, because I don't know exactly how you can incorporate those changes, but only you do. And so we'll formulate this wellness plan, and it will include some nutrition, lifestyle changes, but then we'll also include some supplements and herbs. And when I say that it includes nutrition and lifestyle changes, like I said, it's about meeting you where you're at. So figuring out, like I said, if it's, you're drinking 3 cans of soda a day, cutting it down to 2 a day, or it's changing some things in your lifestyle, getting more active, or maybe working on some stress management techniques. These are all included in that. And so we'll talk about all of these things during the first visit, so we can figure out what's going to be most supportive of you and optimizing your health. So then from there, so that's the initial visit. Like I said, it's an hour long. And then from there, we have the follow-up visit. And that is where we'll go over a lot of the lab results that we do in the first visit. So during that first visit in the wellness plan, it will likely include some lab testing because it helps me understand the underlying cause of your symptoms and underlying cause of everything that's going on within your health. And so we can figure out how to directly individualize your wellness plan based off of those lab results. And so that's what we'll do in the follow-up visit. So whether we do a stool test, hormone test, blood work, extended thyroid panel, vitamin D, magnesium, all of these tests that I do, we'll go over all of that during all of those results. We'll go over all of those results during that follow-up visit, and then we'll individualize your wellness plan even more. And then we'll continue to make any modifications, track progress as needed. And those are the follow-ups that will continue. And those follow-up visits are usually up to 40 minutes long. So I do spend quite a bit of time with you before I even meet you, preparing to see you, and then after we meet for the first time, and then after that as well, whenever I'm going over your lab results. So I spend a lot of time outside of those hours that I'm working with you because my goal is to obviously support you in optimizing your health. And so that's essentially what it looks like. And in terms of the different packages that I have, there are a few different ones so that you can actually save a lot of money instead of paying as you go. You could save up to almost $400 on certain packages. So, but there are a few different options, and I'm not going to go over all of that right now. So if you have any questions or would like to schedule a complimentary consult with me, we can go over all of that, and we can go over what works best for you. I do also work with you in trying to get as many labs covered through insurance as possible. And I also try to work with all of your other providers as well, whether it's your primary care provider, gynecologist, neurologist, whoever it may be. I do try to work with your providers as well because integrative medicine is the future. This is the way that we can all work together to optimize your health. And I firmly believe that. And so that's why I work with any of your providers as well. So let me know or definitely reach out if you would like to schedule a complimentary phone consult. I'd love to chat with you. And as we get into this holiday season, I know it can be really difficult. So I'm here to support you during this process, whether it's because you're feeling a little bit more stress or you're feeling like you just need a little bit more support in your diet because, Halloween was around and now we're like consuming more sugar, whatever it is. Just reach out and let me know. And I completely forgot to mention that I do also have a health coach that works with me. Her name is Haley Cook, and she's absolutely phenomenal. And if you do get a package with us, then you also get a free visit with her, which is amazing because I say that I'm kind of the one who decides what's going to be probably optimal for you in terms of diet and lifestyle, but then she actually helps you incorporate that into your diet or into your life. So yeah, she's amazing. We've only had positive reviews on her. So you get the full picture. So this is integrative medicine at its finest for sure. So definitely schedule that complimentary phone consult. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, or Facebook, whichever is most convenient for you, or you can just send me an email. All right, well, that's all I have for you all today. Thank you so much for listening, and send this over to your friends if they're, if friends or family members who you think could benefit from naturopathic medicine, and so that they can get a better understanding of what it really looks like to see me. So definitely send this over, share this with all of your friends and family, and that's it. I'm wishing you all Mahan or great health, and I will see you next time.